Wherever a dead body lies, the exact same organisms always appear. The ecological cleanup crew that breaks down dead bodies features several of the same species and tends to always follow the same routine, regardless of location, climate, or season, new research shows. These findings may contribute to society by providing potential for a new forensic tool, write the study authors, led by microbial ecologist Jessica Metcalf and Zachary Burcham from Colorado State University. Decomposers, mainly bacteria and fungi, are trying to eat us all the time, but our immune system, skin barrier, hygiene practices, and beneficial microbiome usually kick them out, at least while we're still alive. Of course, you can't just leave human bodies lying around anywhere. This kind of research unfolds at body farms, aka human decomposition facilities, where post-mortem investigations can be done in relative peace without anyone tripping over a deceased donor. In this case, the researchers laid 36 human bodies out in the elements, each body being donated to science by individuals before their death. Each body was fresh, not frozen, and was in the very early stages of decomposition before they were fully exposed to all the weather and insects the environment had to offer. The bodies were placed across 3 different body farms, one in the semi-arid cold steppe of Colorado, and 2 in temperate regions, southeast Texas and Tennessee. 3 cadavers were placed within each of these locations for each of the 4 seasons. The scientists then tracked their decomposition and the decomposers responsible over 21 days. At first, the decomposer community is pretty random and opportunistic. A spore blows up the nostril, a bacteria stumbles upon the unexplored crater of the anus, another is washed up on the shores of a recently exposed abdominal cavity. But after a while, these communities of new arrivals begin to follow a clear pattern, and a consistent structure emerges in this newly founded ecosystem, regardless of where the body lies. These processes led to a decomposer network consisting of phylogenetically unique taxa emerging, regardless of season, location, and climate, to synergistically break down organic matter, the authors write. The climate and location had an impact on how fast the body breaks down, but in terms of who breaks the body down, these factors don't seem to make much difference. Using DNA samples from the bodies, their necrobiomes, and the soil around them, the scientists mapped out the network of interactions that show how these organisms recycle all our bits and pieces in a kind of production line of codependent digestion that might explain why these same species turn up side by side in so many different circumstances. For instance, the fungi Candida and Yarrowia help break down lipids and proteins into simpler compounds, like fatty acids and amino acids, and usually occur alongside the bacterium Oblintimonas alcalifila, which eats exactly the stuff these fungi ooze. We suspect the key network microbial decomposers are probably not specific to decomposition of human cadavers and are in part maintained or seeded by insects, the authors write. And while they might not be specific to humans, these microbes don't just turn up anywhere. They're rare in environments without decomposition, and the researchers think they might only thrive in the grisliest of environments, a carcass laid out to rot. Most of those key network decomposers, both bacteria and fungi, found within the cadavers are known to be carried by blowflies and carrion beetles, and they're the same crew involved in the terrestrial breakdown of other carcasses, swine, cattle, and mice. Some of them have also been detected in aquatic decomposition. Pairing the microbial data with machine learning, the researchers were able to accurately predict time since death of the cadavers, especially when using the skin decomposition microbes as a reference point They hope this will be invaluable in forensic investigations in the future. The research was published in Nature Microbiology, and this is by Jess Cockerill on Science Alert. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.